Good morning, guys. Well, we bought this new property. It's around about turn of the century, 1910 kind of property, Victorian property. What we're going to be doing is, when we were rewiring the property, we realised that some of the joist ends have gone, basically. Water's gone in them, they're rotten, and they need to be replaced. So, in this video, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be taking out them joists, we're going to be replacing them, sistering the joists, and we'll show you guys how to do it. Let's go. Right, we're in the back living room now. We've taken up the floorboards. We've realised that it's not just the joist ends that are gone. It's one full joist and also two small joists that need replacing. In here, what the joists are doing, they sit in horizontally across the house on top of 5 vertical stone pillars with wood packers on top that have been concreted into place. So the joists go from the living room across the house, and then we also need to be doing a bit of work in what will be the understairs toilet. So I'll show you guys what we do. We use a recip saw, we take them out, and then what we need to do next. So this gives you an example of some of the rot that's happened. This is one of the packers that is supporting the joist. As you can see, it is all just rotting away. So that needs to be cut back until you get some good wood, and we just remove the rest of the joist then. Right, we're under the stairs now. As you see, we've cut back this joist from here. We've also removed the joist right at the end, and we've removed some of the packer on this wall that had been rotting away. So what we need to do now, we need to sister this joist, and we need to replace the end joist, and also sort out the packers on the both sides by here now. So as I said, just a recip saw. This is going to be cut back on top of the packer, so it has some stability when it comes to sistering it, and we'll take back the sister quite far back to make sure that it's got the sufficient support. So that's the next job. Right, we haven't finished the job. I wanted to go through what we have done so far, what needs to be done going forward as well. As you know, with these kind of things, there's another part of the house that needs looking at, and that's why I'm caked in mess right now, because we jumped out to something else. But 5 dwarf walls, as I said, running across the property. They have a wall plate, a timber wall plate that was sitting on top of them. In some areas, that had been basically rotten away. So what we used a multi-tool to cut down to where the good wood is, get rid of the bad wood, the rotten wood, and we basically got away all the mortar, the dust, and all that kind of stuff that had been built up over the years. Went down to the original slate that's on top of the stone. Now that is a DPC. So what we did, we then put a fresh bed of sand and cement. Down, we laid a 3x2 treated wood. So in some areas that would be 75 by 50. And they would then support the 4x2s, so the 100 by 50 treated joists that we've put in place. We also, as you saw, we wrapped the ends of the joists with actual DPC, the new one, polythene. Now, that's not necessary in some ways. Some people wouldn't argue because it's not actually going into the cavity of the wall, but I think it's a good practice. So I tend to do it. And you can see how it's actually been done. Sorry, when the boys were banging. So as I said, behind me now, in that area right there is where we had to sister the joists. So that is basically sandwiching the old joist with two fresh new joists. We use 180mm big bolts. Use an SDS drill to basically drill through, then use a hammer to whack them in. We used a square washer either side of the sister joist, and then obviously bolt spanner, tighten them up, and jobs are good. And now, when you are doing this, remember that you have to do it hexagonally every couple of inches. I haven't done that at the moment because I've still got things to do on it. So as you can see, the top two have been done, the bottom one hasn't been done in that section, and then there's still a few more to be done. I've been jumping on it just to check how rigid it is. It's pretty sturdy at the moment, but make sure you do a good job, make sure you just get it all done. Belt and brace job, let's make sure that it lasts for many, many years to come. So that's it. That's how you do it. Make sure that you are going down to the DPC. Make sure that you are safely removing your wall plates. Remember, if you are removing your wall plates, make sure that you comply with the building regs, ensuring that you have sufficient bearing for the joists. Now, that can change depending on whether there's a wall attached or not. So make sure that you know what you guys are doing. Double check the local building regs or whatever compliance in your own country you have to go to. Thank you for watching, and you'll have more coming up. Later.